my 30s. I've been to the beach countless times, and yet I still find myself asking every single time, what are we going to eat? Why is it an ordeal every time? I don't know, but it is for us. I thought it might be for you too. So I thought today I would just share with y'all what we're taking to eat at the beach. Hey guys, we are taking a day trip to the beach tomorrow. I'm gonna go over with y'all what food we are packing to eat at the beach. If y'all don't already know, we are a family of 5. It's my husband and I with 3 kids, ages 7, 4, and 1. We are all gluten and dairy intolerant. It's specifically casein intolerant for dairy, but basically we are gluten and dairy intolerant for the sake of communicating succinctly in this video. We are going to the beach tomorrow, and while I have been to the beach numerous times in my life and taken a variety of things, it is always a new adventure with kids in general, change in tastes, and gluten and dairy free stuff, all the things. I could find all kinds of disclaimers and whatnot to say. I'm just gonna tell y'all what we're having and you can take it or leave it. For breakfast, we'll have these smoothies and little breakfast sandwiches, sort of. So here's what we're doing. We're going to have toast, kind of. I'm not gonna toast it completely, so we're basically having like a sandwich. We're going to have an egg on the toast and 2 sausage links on there. And my husband and I will probably fold that up into a little half sandwich sort of situation and just eat it. And then the kids will probably eat all of theirs separate. So we just have these little egg patties and sausage and 2 or 3 sausage links each. And then I'm also going to make a smoothie. Yeah, I guess egg patties is the best way to explain that. I just scrambled some eggs up. I put some parchment paper on a little half-sheet baking sheet I have, and then I poured the scrambled up eggs on the parchment paper, and it didn't even fill out the whole pan. In a section of it for my husband and I added some spinach. I just warmed it up enough to defrost it basically and put that on top of the egg so that my husband and I could have some spinach on there. Then I cut that up into squares that would fit on our toast. I already put the sausages in the fridge. I'll probably cut this into bites or strips for the baby to eat. I don't know if my daughter will eat this. Thought this was probably gonna be inedible and we weren't gonna be able to use it. And then the baby proceeded to eat 3 strips of this, and my 7-year-old tried it and wanted more even. So I guess we're just gonna eat it. It's very rubbery to me, but certainly edible, and they liked it. They even had some with the spinach in it and they liked it just fine. So that's what we're gonna eat in the morning. I'm gonna throw that in a bag, and then I'll just throw all of it in the oven on a pan in the morning on parchment paper so that we don't have any dishes and it's all together fast. This is honestly really weird, even for us. I've never done this in my life. I don't know where the idea came from. Probably out of necessity, because it just seems like there's nothing that my kids could eat in the car for breakfast on the way to the beach. But last time we went, we ate breakfast here before we left, and we just left too late. Okay, it's so cloudy, so I apologize if the lighting is just dreary, but this is what I got. For lunch, we're planning on eating there. We're basically having a homemade Lunchable. We are trying out dairy. We have some cow's milk, regular cheese, as well as some goat's milk cheese that we're going to be testing ourselves on this weekend. I brought just enough for each of us to kind of test it out, not like a whole serving. And then I also brought some vegan cheese substitute that we would typically have. The other way to do this would be to just not have cheese, or to have something else you like on your crackers. I've packed some crackers, some of those Simple Mills almond flour crackers for each of us, as well as some summer sausage that we got from the local meat market. I also grabbed some potato chips. We've got grapes and a fresh watermelon that I just cut up. You'll probably already know this, but just in case you haven't, while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna go ahead and show y'all. This is my favorite way to slice watermelon, especially for kids. So I've already got it sliced this way, and instead of making just triangles, I'm gonna go ahead and slice it this way and make like little sticks. I'm gonna cut these pretty thick so that they stay together. We found it's a lot easier for the kids. Okay, and then I've actually wrapped the other half up in some saran wrap. This will keep it fresher longer. And then for snacks, or in addition to lunch if someone needs it, I've got 5 energy bar sort of situation that I made a while back that we're going to take. I've got 1 for each person. We made some sugar cookies that I found at Kroger, just a mix that we're gonna try for the first time, and some nuts that we roasted yesterday, just some cashews and walnuts. Those are my kids' favorite. Got the watermelon, packed some grapes. We've got crackers, summer sausage, cheese, and potato chips. The date bars, instead of some crackers for the baby, I packed some hip peas because he just doesn't chew those crackers very well yet. 2 pouches, some puffs. Last time it seemed like we just didn't have much that he could eat very well. I do want to say we did try sandwiches last time. It worked just fine for my husband and I, and even for my 7-year-old, but my 4-year-old and the baby are just not eating sandwiches well right now. Last time I made all the kids some peanut butter and jelly. Huge mess. My daughter has decided she's not gonna eat peanut butter and jelly at all right now. That won't work. So I really wanted to think of something else this time that they might eat at least a little bit of, and that would hopefully be a little less messy. So I've like divided up their meals. They can just pick it up. In addition to that, we'll take some Gatorade and plenty of waters. On the way home, right now the idea is to order and pick up something from Torchy's Tacos. We're hoping to leave the beach a little earlier this time. It might not be dinner time when we're on the way home from the beach like it was last time, but it will be close. And we will still be tired, and I will still not want to pull a meal together when I get home. Not to imply that Torchy's Tacos is super special, but it is different than Chick-fil-A. We ended up not getting it last time because it literally took me that long to try to examine the menu, and we had already passed all of them before I could figure out what on earth to order our kids. For the kids, I can't just order any taco. And then I also figured out that Torchy's Tacos refried beans that my kids would eat have dairy in them. Not just the cheese on top, but they cannot remove the dairy. Not that that would be the best thing for them to eat in the car anyways, but it's useful information. Here's what we ended up with. I can't tell you right now exactly which tacos my husband and I are going to end up ordering. We typically just get a taco or 2 on some corn tortillas. We make sure we get grilled meat, take the cheese off, the sauce if we need to. For the kids, I'm just gonna order breakfast tacos. Torchy's Tacos is pretty good about explicitly saying what has gluten or dairy in it. They have a lot of things labeled, so that's really helpful. My 4-year-old is actually obsessed with Spanish rice right now, and I'm going to assume that they would probably serve that to us in some sort of bowl. So I'm gonna be real brave and go ahead and let her try to eat that in the van. I might regret that, but that's my decision. I'll get some of that for my 7-year-old if he wants it too. And I guess we might decide to order some guacamole and chips. Guacamole, make sure they don't put the cheese on it. That's the dinner plan. Torchy's Tacos. If y'all have any tried and true gluten and dairy free beach meal ideas, comment down below. Share with all of us, please, so that we can all benefit. Those are my ideas. That's what my family plans on having tomorrow at the beach, on the way to the beach, on the way home from the beach. Yeah, I hope that helps. And thanks for joining me. What is the word I'm looking for? Sensitivities is not the word, and that's the word that's stuck in my head.